you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly, highly welcome. This is a place for separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'm going to be talking about the act of protesting or rejecting healed treatments in order to usher in prosperity and good fortune into your life. Okay, this topic is necessitated by the fact that there have been a lot of issues with the behavior of people in line with how to react to other people. There's this saying that the patient dog eat the fattest bone. Very common saying in this part of our place in West Africa. But is this really true? Is this proverb or idiom really true? Does the patient dog really eat the fattest bone? And people have this Christian mentality of turning the other cheek when you have been smacked, or if somebody offends you, that you should forgive. Even their so-called Jesus Christ said you should forgive about 700 times or 70 times, 7 times. I don't know how many times, but many people believe this notion of forgiving others so that you will be forgiven. This kind of thing. Of course, I do not believe this kind of thing. Okay, I believe in common sense and practical approach to issues, and this is the way we do things in the part of spirituality. Most people think that spirituality is all about superstitious belief, hocus pocus, dreaming, El Dorado, meditating to Nevada, and going to heaven after you die. All those bullshits, all those are superstitious beliefs. In real hardcore African spirituality, we don't believe those kind of things. The essence of us practicing our own spirituality is not to escape, not escapism, to escape from physical reality or to escape from our problems, or to just relax so that a higher being will start taking care of us, start doing everything for us, and that we don't have to do anything. We just have to believe. Then the God will just be greasing all the elbows, making things easy, managing our affairs while we worship in a cowl with our tails behind our legs and just pray and beg Him every day. We don't believe those sort of nonsense here. Okay? This is a shocking thing to most people that come to African spirituality with this Christian mentality. When many of them come in, they think that as a spiritualist, you are supposed to be like Jesus Christ, allow people to step on you, poop on you, talk to you anyhow, you offer your service for free, that is to show that you are working for the Spirit. This is stupidity and slavery. You just offer to enslave yourself to any useless person out there. Any dumb Dick and Harry can talk to you anyhow, and you are obligated to respond positively, amicably, humbly to that person because you want that person to ascend spiritually, or because you want to show that you are a good person. This is wrong, okay? If you have this kind of mentality, you are going to, as a spiritualist, you are going to die a very poor person. You are going to die in penury, and you are going to be embarrassed, humiliated, and taken for granted, and abused on a constant day-to-day basis, okay? This approach is what many kind of so-called religious groups are pushing, especially Christianity and Buddhism, Hinduism. The push is that to be holy or to be spiritually advanced, you need to have this feeling of this attitude or philosophy of non-attachment. Non-attachment means not having any material possession, not having any capacity. Anything that owes worth and value, you should not value them, including house, car, wife, children, food, clothing. There is anything that have material attachment of wealth. You're not supposed to have him out of mind inside there, that your whole being should be in the spirit world. About going to spirit does not need that, don't need none of that shit. Okay, and you need to know to take charge of your environment. to take charge of the things that nature or God have given to you to take care of. You must build yourself with high capacity, high wisdom, high knowledge to maintain, sustain, and create balance and prosperity, happiness, freedom, and protection of the things that you have been given. This is the essence of us studying spirituality. Okay, so you must apply common sense to everything you are doing, and this involves your well-being. This involves taking responsibility for your own affairs, not leaving it to a third party, not leaving it to a deity, not leaving it to a government, a so-called middleman, as in Jesus or Muhammad, Buddha, or even anybody that claims to say they are interceding for you. That person should be always on check and balances to make sure that they stay on the right paths. Okay, because if you leave them to do their own thing, anything that happens is your own violation. Okay, so you need to apply common sense, and this common sense approach is necessary for you to protect your sanity, for you to protect things that you value, and for you to be able to be who you are, to maintain and set yourself in this physical world. Okay, this is the mistake that a lot of us spiritualists are making. When we see things going wrong with the community, instead of us taking charge of the situation or doing something about it, we sort of kind of want to leave it for a higher power. Which higher power? There's no higher power than you on the ground. There's no higher power than you that is in physical form. Because whatever those people are doing is affecting you. And it's affecting you because you and a lot of other people allowed it to affect you. So how can we change things? How can we make things better? How can we improve our situation? We do this by rejecting what we are seeing, rejecting the evil things that are affecting us, rejecting slavery, rejecting lies, rejecting oppression, rejecting wickedness, and eventually rejecting bad governance. Okay, this is where I'm going. The topic, get why. Now, we are having issues in most countries in Africa, even in America. We have the kind of governments that we have in the world nowadays are governments of very wicked, greedy, vile, criminal creatures, evil government, only care about themselves, and they care nothing about the masses. When they are in power, they are all about taking as much money for themselves, stealing, and not only stealing, also mortgaging the future, selling our future generations into slavery. They do this by taking loans from IMF, from World Bank, that they want to do developmental projects, and then they take this money, they don't do the project, they embezzle the funds, and the country still have to pay. How do the country pay for this? They pay by mortgaging their natural resources. They pay by saying, okay, we are going to be selling so and so natural resources to you at a discount for the next 200 years, for the next 300 years, until you recover the funds that you have borrowed. What they are essentially doing is that they are selling the future children of that country into slavery, perpetual indebtedness. This is what is currently going on in Africa, where we have greedy leaders from countries like Nigeria or Kenya, Ghana, Zimbabwe, all over Africa. All our leaders seem to be doing the same thing. They keep on borrowing, and they don't pay. What will this happen to us? What is happening? Our currencies are like tissue papers. Right now in Nigeria, $1 is about 1,600 naira. Just $1. How did this happen? Because of actions of people that are in places of power that fail to make the right decision. Okay? We have people in America whereby their tax dollars are being used to fund wars abroad, buying weapons for Ukraine to go and kill as much Russians as possible. While people back home are struggling. Many of them are living from paycheck to paycheck. The government doesn't care. We have different problems in different countries. You can see this on the news. What is this? What is the reason for those kind of problems? These are reasons for as a result of bad governance, poor leadership, poor decision-making skills, or people that are in power that are there to enslave their own people. selling the future of their own people. The time whereby they put people in cages and then leg irons and sell them abroad, that time has passed. This time the government will just take loans, enslave the people, then bring in multinational companies to come and conglomerates to come and open factories and enslave people and pay them below living wage. Money that they cannot be able to use to feed themselves. They call it minimum wage. People receive salaries of $20 a month, of 5 cents a day. You cannot use this to feed a family of 4. This is perpetual slavery. We have jobs that do not even have health benefits, no life insurance, nothing, no medical insurance. You just work. The day they fire you, you come in nothing, you go out with nothing. This is not the way life is supposed to be. So when you find yourself in this kind of situation, whereby you're living in a country, you cannot afford basic commodities, things are getting difficult every day, food is getting expensive, skyrocketing, and this government is practically doing nothing to alleviate the situation. How do you survive? People need to come together to say, okay, this government is kind of trying to kill us. Okay, the government is trying to starve us to death, trying to strangulate us to death. This is like a very soft genocide. We have high level of insecurity. People are kidnapping on a daily basis. Government is hiding the news, hiding the facts. Unemployment is there. So many problems, sickness and diseases is there. People cannot even afford 3 square meals. The best thing is for the people to come out together and protest, hear their views, and try to force the government to do something about it. Because if they keep persevering, a lot of them are going to die. When you are faced between the devil and the deep blue sea, between starvation and insecurity and poverty, what do? The next thing is to go all the way. And this is what most people are doing all over the world right now. We see this example recently in Kenya. Protests have started for how many weeks? It is still ongoing. We are seeing signs of this protest coming into places, spreading to other countries. A place like Nigeria is preparing itself to explode. So you come out once again, you see people coming out to say people should not protest, that the government is trying, and the government keep making failed policies. As a spiritual person, what can you do when you see yourself in this kind of situation? The highest thing or best thing you should also do is to hear your grievances and also do the same thing people are doing. You complain, you reject this kind of things, and if you must protest, you need to bear your mind out. You need to resist poverty, you need to resist bad government, you need to resist insecurity, you need to resist lack of lights. Many people don't even have lights in the country. You need to resist all these kind of things that are happening. And because if you don't resist, it will continue to happen. And if you don't complain, people will think that you are fine. If you don't talk, how will people know what is paining you? They say a problem shared is half solved. And for most of our governments in a place like Africa, the only language that they really understand is a language of violence, a language of standing your ground, of actually trying to stop the government from moving forward, try to shut down the government. Okay, there's going to be no business, no deliberation, no movement of goods and services, no cars along the road. Everything's just going to be shut down until you people listen to us. People are dying every day. People cannot buy food. The best thing will be is to shut down the government until the government recovers and say, okay, we are going to do the right thing. This is the normal thing any sane person can do. Because you need to actually stand your ground, speak for your rights, because we have these fundamental human rights. And to protest against evil is one of our fundamental rights, to hear your grievances. And if the government is really practicing true democracy, then people should be allowed to protest or do the things or say their mind at least. And anyhow they want to do it, if it's crying, weeping, standing, marching, rolling, You are free to do that within the ambits of the law. I don't see anything wrong with that. Okay, this is for your own protection. This is for your own sanity. This is for your own future. So anybody that have something to say should be given the platform and the rights to say it and do it. And this is how natural justice and equity and good conscience should come into being. So I'm totally in support of any people or group of people that is fighting for freedom, for empowerment, for liberation, for their human right and justice, to their dignity and integrity to be restored. We cannot keep having criminal governments that keep stealing our natural resources and selling us into slavery. And every day they buy expensive cars with the little money we have. They'll be showing off, going to parties every day, eating, going everywhere, sharing the police and security among themselves. Why? The poor man is suffering. Poor man cannot even afford bread nowadays. Even to buy fuel is in hell. So people need to be allowed to hear their grievances. This is the way I see it too. So for those people saying that some people should not protest, we're seeing pastors coming out, imams coming out, very disgraceful people that are supposed to be leaders of society. I am so ashamed of so many traditional leaders in Nigeria. You're saying people should not protest, and you are eating well, they are feeding fat, everything is working, but a lot of people cannot live. So what do you want people to keep quiet and die? In my own view, it's better to talk and die than to die in silence. People are dying in silence. Every day they kidnap people on the road. People pay ransoms. You don't pay ransoms, they kill you. They sell your past. Nigeria is like a jungle right now. A hell. A former shell of itself. And yet some people were saying people should not protest. Do you know how those people are feeding? People cannot afford even 2 square meals nowadays. You're saying they should not protest. This is a very wrong thing for any person that calls himself a leader to be saying this kind of means that they are insensitive to the plights of the people. Okay? A government that want to rule well, you will know them from day one. A government that want to do the right thing, that want to really solve exchange rate problems, you're going to know them from day one. They will not be tinkering with the economy. They will not be increasing their salaries, buying expensive bulletproof Prado jeeps, sharing money where they cannot even pay minimum wage to their own people. A government that is playing the citizens' intelligence. A government that cannot even stand and speak for himself. This is the problem. So we have this in the governmental level. In the individual level, we can see this as an individual. I will take myself as an example. There have been situations whereby people will approach me, they see me on this channel, and they will start talking me down, looking at me like I am somebody that is hungry, and I am looking for money, so they feel that they can talk to me the way they like to talk to me. They believe that anybody that practices African spirituality is hungry, or is after money, or can be manipulated. So when they come to me with this kind of mentality, I usually disappoint them by saying no and standing my ground. And as a result of which, many of them get disappointed and then they say all sorts of bad things. And I tell them, oh, this is the way, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but this is not that kind of place. Okay, there have been cases whereby people will start talking to me like I am a 5-year-old child. Very, very funny. Who are you? Where are you? Where do you come from? How old are you? What are you doing? Just very childish questions. Very, very childish questions. People I don't think, total stranger. How do you expect me to react to this kind of person? Because I put myself out here to talk about African spirituality, to teach people. Doesn't mean that I should be accepting disrespect from people. So when people talk to me like this, I usually insult them back. Politely, of course. And I usually block them too. If I don't reject them or do them like this, I will continue to receive ill treatment from them. And I cannot accept this kind of situation. So I need to reject bad behavior. I need to reject bad attitude. I need to reject arrogant attitude so that I can maintain my integrity and my dignity, of course. So people that come to you with bad behavior, because you're practicing African spirituality, and they expect you to be non-violent and non-reactive, that sort of thing. You need to treat them in the way that they need to be treated, by standing your ground and rejecting those kind of behaviors. Okay? When you treat them this way, then we know that you are who you are. Okay? So in order for us to bring prosperity, to bring respect to our life, we need to reject certain things. That is what I am trying to say. Okay? We must reject bad behavior, negative behavior towards us. We must reject people that are trying to look down on us. We must reject people that don't want us to be who we are. Okay? We must reject those kind of things. So we need to try our best to do the things that needs to be done in this regard. I've seen cases whereby people will say, okay, it's because you practice African spirituality, your products will need to be free. They can just call you on the phone and ask me questions for 30 minutes, 1 hour, and I don't supposed to charge anything for that. I have tried that approach before. It did not work. And the Spirit let me see that for myself. When you open yourself up to people, all sort of shady characters come to you. Vampires, witches and wizards, scallywag, and all sort of undesirable elements will come to you. And these people will be there. Their aim is to waste your time, to suck your life energy, to drain you financially, drain you physically, and to just destroy your program, destroy everything you are trying to build. Okay? This is a very wrong thing, so you need to protect yourself. Before you approach me that you want to do something, I assume that you are coming for a consultation. And a professional consultation, you have to make it professional. You have to pay a stipend for that. So I don't do free consultations, because when I was doing free consultations, I find out that I was about 2 to 3 hours or 4 hours of my day is being spent, and I was not getting anything from it. And I will spend the rest of the time cashing up to things that will bring value to my life. So I stopped that process. If you feel that a question is worth something to know about, and you cannot find this answer by yourself, you should be able to pay for it, for somebody that will create the time and energy to find that answer you are looking for. So as a result of that, I have been able to protect myself from unnecessary drainage by any sort of person, and to prioritize my time so that my time can be productive in adding more value to my life. So based on this decision, I have been able to add more value to my life, and I've been able to find a way to bring value to other people. Okay, so it is a two-way street. So as a result of that, due to my rejection of people taking advantage of me, I have been able to sustain or place a demarcation that will bring prosperity and peace of mind to me. So before you try to contact me now, you know that it's something that is very, very serious. And you're willing to be able to do 1 or 2 things to bring it to reality. Me too will be able to bring it to reality too, by putting my best to bring out the best solution or best answer to solve that problem peacefully, the best way possible. So this is one of those things that we need to learn how to do. We need to be able to learn to know how to say no from time to time. No to different things, no to oppression, no to injustice, no to people trying to treat you less than you are. It is very, very important. If we don't learn how to say no, the ill treatment will continue. Okay, this is why I see it. When we say no, people will take us seriously. They will know that yes, this person have a boundary, and this person is not willing to compromise. This person cannot be maltreated. As a result of that, they will give you respect, or they will leave you alone to go and look for somebody else they can maltreat at will. Okay, I have had cases whereby people call me. Maybe they feel that they have money more than me. They want to be using me as a slave or as a boy, a houseboy, sending me kind of useless messages, humiliating messages because you have 1 or 2. I said, no, I reject those people. Yeah, I know that you have money, but I am not for sale. This is what I can do. This is what I am here to do. I will not put myself in a situation whereby people will now interfere with my program, whereby I will not to compromising or belittle myself because I'm looking for money from people. No, the message comes first. You as an individual, you need to know that you come first in this life, whether in your workplace, in your family, in your society. You have to be able to have a consciousness that we engender respect, integrity, prosperity to you. And this involves you sometimes having a hard posture. It's better to people to fear you and respect you than for people to love you and disrespect you. Okay, let me repeat it again. It's better for people to fear you and respect you than for people to love you and be disrespecting you. So you need to choose the one that you want to be. Okay, so when you choose this, you know if you're ready for that kind of thing. But me, I choose fear and respect. Okay, so a lot of people have come over before I started this YouTube thing, came out to YouTube to be teaching. I have many issues. Okay, I'll be coming out now. I want to be talking about African spirituality. African spirituality, as we all know, is a very, very sensitive, delicate subject, especially in Africa. When you say you practice African spirituality, a lot of people look you like the son of the devil. They see you as an evil person. They see you as a fetish person. They see you as somebody that is backwards. Somebody, especially Christians, the mentality is that you should be destroyed. They see you as an agent of Satan. So talking about African spirituality openly is a taboo topic. So I have to do a lot of thoughts, soul session, but the Spirit said this is what you need to do. You need to do this work so that people will not get lost. So that people that are looking for this knowledge will find the knowledge easily. So that those people that will come before you, they are going to have a good foundation. So I have to put myself out here. Putting myself out here, bringing my face here. A lot of people see me. Now people are knowing me more and most authentic, consistent face of African spirituality in Nigeria and also in Africa too. I represent our ascended ancestors. I represent everything that is supposed to be good about African spirituality. As a result of that, what kind of posture do you expect me to have? The meek and only posture when anybody can just call me and talk trash to me. People will call me 12 o'clock and people can just call me and tell me a life problem. How do you expect me to? I have my own life to live, for crying out loud. I am a father, a family man, for crying out loud. I have to solve family problems to still do other people's times alone. If I don't add value to my life, if I have taken the charity posture or the love and the disrespectful posture, or very serious. There's some days ago a woman called me. She just called me. She just added my number. She didn't even and start narrating her family problem. What is the problem? Her children are stubborn. That is the problem. Her children are very, very stubborn. They don't respect her. They don't respect her husband. How did you raise children to this level whereby they don't respect you and your husband anymore? Now she's kind of looking for a spiritual remedy to solve this problem. When I look at the problem, I said the problem is this is a result of. So we have this kind of issues. People can call you over frivolous issues. Oh, I lost my earring. I'm looking for a way to find it. Oh, I want this guy. I don't want this guy again. I want that guy. I don't. People can call you for so many kind of funny things. You have to prioritize yourself, okay? If you really want to call me to talk about a lost earring, then you have to pay consultation fee so that we can really talk about that earring, recession with. And you protect yourself by placing rules and regulations, carrying yourself with dignity, and placing boundaries. This is how you protect yourself. So as a spiritual person, you cannot just open yourself to be vulnerable to any Tom, Dick, and Harry out there. You must learn how to protect yourself from different things, from evil people, and from any thing that will demean you. And you have to protest. So when I see these situations from time to time, I come out and I do these videos. I say, so come, you don't do the muscle. More than take them easy. Okay, I need to reject this kind of behavior so that you don't take me for granted. So based on this saying, prophet at home is never accepted, when they see you from Nigeria talking about African spirituality, they tend to want to even do anything to add value to your life, but they want value from you. So these people, I don't talk to them. I don't prioritize them because I know that they will commonize me. But a lot of foreigners, they respect me. Even the so-called white people that I bash from time to time, some of them, they still respect me because they see me in a different light and a different perspective. But my own people at home, many of them will not see me because they commonize me. They think they see me every day. They know everything about me. So they will not take my words for anything of value. But me, I don't care. Whether you take me for value or not, it will not change the fact that what will be. Whether you change, you say how many things about me, or the sun will still shine. It will shine on everybody. So it doesn't matter what you say, that the boy is harsh, is mean. If he doesn't see money, he need the answer. Anything you want to go talk and your head neither one day. The way I run my program is the way I choose to run my program. And if anybody don't want to abide by the rules, it's okay, I am fine. But this is the way I'm going to run my program. And I believe it's fair. Okay, it's for my own protection of sanity, my own prosperity, and also my own value. There are people that do not do half of what I do, but they charge very expensive money, and people pay them. When you go to meet other people, if a priest, they will tell you $5,000 for them to initiate you, to teach you. And people pay. $5,000, you go to Ghana, $10,000, people pay. I've never asked anybody to pay me $5,000 once. So I tell you, the little I tell you, if you cannot do it, we leave it at that. Okay, you go to somewhere else. But if the spirit say you should do it, or you know that you are getting value, then it's worth something. So this is the rules and regulations I have put in place to protect my own sanity, to protect my program, and to protect, of course, my spirituality. And African spirituality, of course, it's not for free. It's not for everybody. It's not for a place that you can just come in and you can just do anything you want to do. Put your yoga mat on the ground and just sit down. No, it's not that kind of place. It's a place that will involve dedication and a little bit of investment, your time, energy, resources, in order for you to get everlasting, unlimited value and capacity. So it's not a free place. You must invest in it. You must pay for your courses. You must pay for program. You must learn things. Nobody is teaching me anything for free. I also do things too. Now, when I wash and I both hands, they clean. So for those people coming in, thinking that I should open my door down for everybody, I don't open. If you not get money to pay consultation fee, or you not get money, they say you won't come in the teach you, I will block you. Especially if you are from Nigeria or Ghana or Cameroon. Now there's the three, they come with empty hands, want to beg into the program. You don't beg your way here. This is not Christianity. We are not saving people here. We are empowering ourselves to bring liberation and freedom to our country, to our community, and to the whole world. So yeah, you make sacrifice, okay? So that it's not free to learn, that they pay. So those people coming to say I should come and teach them free, trying to sweet talk me. All those things, yes, you need to work. If you put something for mat, come. You need to work for me, okay? I get my own jazz too. My jazz, we say if you put your own for our calabash, we go give you the value of that thing what you put inside. So if you not come here with empty hand, because not be empty hand, we need to do things for here. They need to go meet king with empty hands. So for those people where they come with this kind of mentality, they won't learn, but they not get. They won't show them, they won't make friends. I not come here to make friends. I come here to teach people something and to transmit knowledge. I come here with value. Okay? So you also need to do the same thing as well. Bring your own value here. when the two value meets, then something will come out of it, something new and unique. So you cannot come here with empty hand. If they complain, say they charge people money, you go charge people money too now. You are free. At least you have something doing. I'm sure that you are not doing it for free. Those people that are coming here asking for free products, your work, are you doing the work for free? Tell me, oh, make I go see the place. So show me the thing where you do for free. Okay, yesterday I bought fuel 900 naira for 1 liter. I not fit beg them. They're not that we end the program here. Before we go to today, I will just do the libation. We didn't start on time, so let's just call the ancestors and we greet them. We call some names. The internet is a little bit shaky, but everything good, everywhere good. So let's call the ancestors and just pray. We thank them, thank the spirits, and we call it a day. Prepare our work. So I'll be calling upon Baroski Babalegwa, aka Quinsu, aka the Primus Inter Paris, the first among equals. I give you this drink today. I thank you for your spirit, for your knowledge, for your empowerment that you have bestowed upon us today. I pray that you guide your children that are looking for the knowledge of true knowledge of African spirituality. Guide them to the right path, empower them to do the right thing, empower them to always make the right decisions, show them the things that needs to be done. For people that are asking for a better life, for freedom, for prosperity, for love in their life, give them the power, the impetus, the inspiration to do the right thing, that the paradise that we are looking for will be done, that we will be done upon this planet, upon this earth. Let it's the people of the land eat the fruit of that land. It is a curse for foreigners and strangers to be eating the fruit of Africa, while the African people are continually suffering under bad leadership, corrupt governments, and all sorts of ill winds. We ask for your guidance upon us. We ask for your spirit upon us to come against the evil plans of the enemies, plans of poverty, insecurity, frustration, depression, sadness, sorrow. We remove all those things from our way this day. We give this drink for our African goddesses that stand for truth and justice. Goddesses like Oshun, Olokun, Oya, Sekhmet, Assets. We give you this drink today. Our mothers and fathers of Africa, great people like Asa, Heru, Ogun, Shango, Amadiowa, Igbesu, Ikwensu. We give you this drink today. We ask for protection upon all the children that are crying for justice, all the people that are crying for justice, that are crying for freedom, that are crying for a breath of fresh air. We ask that you help us, remove us from oppressive governments, from evil leaders, from wicked leaders. Remove us from these evil men of dogs that are calling themselves Daddy G.O., these vampires, these pulpit bandits, these evil people that have been leading our country and our nation astray. Expose them, any witch, any wizard, any spiritual wickedness in high places that is holding the souls and the spiritual mental capacity of millions of people in bondage. Break those bands, break those chains today. Let the African people, the African youth see the truth of life. Let them see beyond religion. Let them see beyond evil government. Let them see beyond all these yokes that they have been trying to place on them. Remove the bands of religion, the bands of inferiority complex from their eyes, the bands of miseducation, of wrong orientation, of poisonous traditions. Remove it from our eyes this day. We ask for prosperity, we ask for love, and most of all, we ask for illumination, the light of knowledge to come upon the African minds. We pray for the spirits of Amen-Ra, spirits of our internal deities, elements of eternity. We ask that they come upon us this day to bring peace, to bring enlightenment, illumination, empowerment to our people, to our children all over the world, people that are in the American continent, in Australia, in UK, African people, indigenous people, people that stand for truth and justice. We pray for light upon them. We give this dream today. We ask that as we call upon your names this day, we ask that the blood of our ascended ancestors should speak for us, to open the gates of prosperity, wealth, and honor, and all good things to come to us this day. We say this mighty prayer in the name of Amen-Ra, in the name of Ogene, it's Siagwari. So I thank you. Then it's very wonderful to be here today. I also want to use this opportunity once again to talk about my book. This book, Whispers of a Mente. For those people that want to make contact, direct contact with our African gods and goddesses, this is a book that you need to get. If you want to connect with the Kemetic deities, how to do the rituals, the opening of the gate rituals, your Amente rituals, you want to connect with true divinity, this is a book that you need to have. It's a very powerful book loaded with direct information that will give you one-on-one access to those gods. You don't need to travel to Africa. You don't need to go to Egypt. You don't need to break your bank. You just get this book. It's just $100 plus postage, $50, $150, and you read the book. Okay, this is African spirituality in practice, practical African spirituality. This is a manual. The deities in this book, they are not deities to be scared of. They are our African ancestors. They are aspects of our subconscious mind. These deities are the deities that we use as archetypes to program your subconscious mind for prosperity, for wealth, for transformation, upward mobility, for empowerment and illumination. So the deities, I want you to look at them as archetypes that we need to sustain us, to bring balance to us, to balance our scales. So it's a very powerful book for those people that are interested in reading, that are interested in practicing authentic African spirituality. You will find this book very, very useful. I also put over 50 spells for different aspects of illness, from infertility, arthritis, high blood pressure, cirrhosis, dangerous illnesses, even cancer to a certain extent. Powerful remedies are inside this book. So get this book and you'll be glad you did. It's better to have this book than say you need it and you don't have it. This book is very, very important, my new book. If you also want to get this one, very, very good, Walk in the Shadow of the Gods. Over 200 spells a year for wealth, love, prosperity, powerful stuff. Yeah, the botanical names are here. You get capacity to do so many things. You need this book too. This book are ever-living books, wisdom books, okay? They say it's better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war. So it's better you have this book and you don't need it than say you need it and you don't have it. Now we are in the days of censorship. People that are controlling media spaces, they are censoring information. You need to have direct access to this information before somebody will block this access. So get it, it's just $100. Then if you want to know everything about quantum physics, the interrelationship between science and spirituality, the role of African spirituality in quantum physics, you want to know about origin of religion, the meaning of the evil forest, negative space, the rule, time travel, space travel, 666. You want to know about Gargut's Grand Unified Almighty Theory, and a lot of other things is inside this book. It's just $50. The three of them is $300, by the way. You get them and you empower yourself with this knowledge, and nobody can take this knowledge away from you. Okay. So I thank you very much for watching today. Very, very delighted for those people that have been with me. And of course, if you want to learn African spirituality, I teach it. My website is River of Knowledge. You can register for the program. Then if you want to do your Oracle Tarot readings, you can contact me. If you want to buy your spiritual products, you can also contact me as well. Apart from that, I thank you very much, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. So take care and bye. Peace.